Hello, welcome everybody.
Oh,
Little hands are here for you. Welcome to another episode of Spook Coast to Coast. Uh,
yes.
we have Joy and Joey, JJ Paranormal, and we
Hey.
have Jenny and Mondo from 305 Paranormal. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode. And we have a really good one today in store for you guys. We have another one of our friends. We have Mr. 𝗚𝗏𝗀𝗃. We just call him Lee. Lee's been amazing to us. He's the owner of the Old County Gilchrist
Gilchrist
Jail.
County Jail.
Gilchrist County Jail. It's located in Trenton, Florida. It's about a 45-minute drive north of Tampa. He's been amazing with us. He's investigated with us in the jail. He's investigated with us in another location as well. He's been not just a friend to us, but to War Party Paranormal in general. We've come to know him from our Mama Bear, like we've talked about her in the past. So without further ado, let's bring in our friend, Jenny.
Let's do it. Lee!
Coming to you
How's it going,
live
Lee?
from the Historical Gilchrist County Jail. How y'all doing tonight?
I love it. I love his intro. I can't.
So
Hey,
every time he does a video
Hey, you
from
know
there,
what?
he always signs on with the same intro.
Yeah.
I'd like to dedicate this tonight to 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝘀, and I won't talk too much about her because I'll start crying. So let's move on from
Yeah.
that. But I just want to dedicate this to Scotty tonight, and I hope he's watching.
Yes,
so it's
absolutely.
Amen.
And every day we just try to make her a little bit more proud of us than she was the day before. So
Yeah.
I know she was
So-
quite proud of all you guys. I managed to stay pretty close with her the last few weeks while she could. We corresponded back and forth, and the only regret I have with 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝘀, I never got to investigate with her, and that's a damn shame. I'm sure she could have taught me much wisdom, but that's okay. I know she's with the spirit.
No, you
Yes.
you would have loved her, man. She was a riot, especially trying to clear.
Oh
negative-
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The cooler, I believe you guys would call her.
Paracool, yeah. That's right.
Alrighty, so Lee, please tell us about the location that Jenny and I and our brother Joe love so much. Please tell us about it.
Well, I'll just kind of walk
how
through.
you
Kind
got
of,
into that.
How did let's start there? Good point, Jenny. How
Yeah.
did you start becoming the owner?
Mhm.
I was gonna ask that question.
Oh.
Let me cross it out.
Well, let's just walk out here to the front. It's a little cloudy here in Trenton today, but we'll get the front shot of the old historical Gilchrist Jail because as of January 22nd of this year, the old Gilchrist became the historical Gilchrist County Jail, being
Nice.
recognized in the state of Florida as a historical place. Not only in the state of Florida. When we got that, we dared to dream, and we went ahead and did the paperwork to get it recognized nationally as a national landmark. And on the 22nd of January, the Gilchrist became just that, and we're really proud about that. This place can never burn down. It will always be a historical landmark, and as soon as we can work out the zoning changes, the restoration could start back up. We're hoping to be opened up by 2025 for the 100th year anniversary of Gilchrist County. So
Ooh, that's
excited about that. It's taken much longer than I would have.
We lost him.
There's bad service there, guys.
Yeah,
He'll
the
be
reception is a little spotty
spotty.
there, but yeah, that location, guys, we've investigated there a few times. We love it.
All right, here we go.
Hey,
We're not gonna walk by the car anymore.
okay, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah.
That's what I get for fooling around here. We'll just have it in the background. But hey, I'd like to introduce you guys this evening real quick, I've got a kind of a little theme going on here. I am the present future of Gilchrist, or the present of Gilchrist Jail. We got the spirit of past, Patrick Cordasco, which he's been affiliated with this jail for the past 20 years.
Wow.
And he is my right-hand man down here. And then here's the future of Gilchrist, James Irwin.
Hey,
chapter.
James.
Dude, he's
I feel like he grew last time I saw him, man.
growing like a tree. Man.
What's going on here?
What are you feeding him?
Yeah, all them vegetables he got going on in the yard.
Yeah, he's getting big, man. We saw him last
October.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
Literally 6 months ago.
Yeah, he's sprouting up, that's for sure. Going to be 15 this year, so.
Oh.
Nice. So the
3 years. I've got them all raised past 18. Have them all graduate high school. Got a couple in college, so I'm living the dream, I suppose.
Yeah, it's awesome.
the Gilchrist is going to be in great hands.
Absolutely.
I believe so. You know what? Like I said, when I first took over this place back in 2000, would be now 21. On a rainy day in March. Here we go. They're popping back up now. On that rainy day in March, we had many different aspirations and visions for the jail, but it became pretty clear that it needed to be recognized historically, which I've done a lot of projects in my lifetime, but this has been the most fulfilling, knowing that my name will forever be immortalized here at this historical place.
I'm never washing the walls.
And I think it's synonymous with you.
Do we freeze it?
The way I started visualizing the Gilchrist, I think of all the hard work that you've put into that location, not just literally the work, but the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into it. But it's kind of taken a liking into you as far as the evidence that we've captured.
Yeah.
All the spirits like the fact that you took over, and that's made evident via spirit boxes, EVPs that we've gotten. They all like you.
Dowsing rods, dowsing sessions that we've done.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
They've
love when you guys come up. I'm getting chills. I'm thinking about that Univision, I believe it was. What was that young lady's name you guys brought up from Miami?
Kiki.
Well, we actually, Kiki, that's it. With that little, you were serving the espresso cups, and I kept mine on the shoulder because you said you only had so many cups, and it was really good. So I made sure to put my little espresso cup up on the shelf. The sheriff, I got a mannequin of a sheriff, and I put it there. It sat there for hours and never moved. It looked like somebody went. But what captured me the most is I know Kiki and her husband have been to a lot of paranormal places, and look on his face when things started happening was priceless, I must admit.
They
She
absolutely
loved it.
adored it. Adored your location. She loved it. She was just happy with the whole trip, period. And it's beneficial to us because since we're working with the 𝗵𝗶𝘀 𝗪𝗪 show, they pretty much take care of us, and all we got to do is just go and investigate, and they're the ones filming us doing what we do. And it was awesome, Lee, because not a lot of places, the owners or the managers or whatever investigate. You actually do investigate, and it was cool to see you as part of the story. Not a lot of folks do that.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Unlike you guys, it started when you were younger. This is something that, and I will always admit that I'm still learning. I'm always a student. Sometimes I'm a teacher, but I'm never going to be an expert because then I have nothing more to learn. And I'm like a sponge. I mean, I try to absorb as much as I can. I learn from my mistakes. And what are you doing? You're not defacing the Gilchrist, are you?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Look at this.
He wants food.
Oh, my goodness, son. There's some crackers in there.
Crackers ain't good enough, man.
Oh, okay.
You want a sandwich?
The son's hungry.
Bacon.
No, not necessarily. You're gonna run him up to McDonald's.
No, I'm gonna run a burger spot.
All right, there you go. All right, well, you guys have fun. I'll do my interview.
You have like Corey and the Kellogg house relatively like close to you guys.
Yeah.
So Kindred Paranormal Steve, this is like his version of.
That's how close he is to this place.
Of like how you guys are to the Kellogg.
Yeah.
He's like down the street. We've come to meet Lee was we were invited. Well, War Party Paranormal was invited to go to a con that he.
Okay, well, I have all the bars now. I've lost them. Okay, here we go. I've got all my bars. I'm sitting right here in front of the jail. I'm going to stay outside for the moment.
Okay, we can hear you.
And yeah, we just got to meet Lee. We investigated the train depot and we investigated the jail. And Lee literally opened his doors to us, man. Like he allowed us to stay in his home.
Yeah.
Just some folks. He doesn't know us. He knows our he knows Scotty. But he doesn't know us. We can just be some delinquents and part of War Party Paranormal, but he trusted us enough to stay in his home, and I'll never forget that, man.
Well, vice versa. I mean, I brought you out to the middle of nowhere where I have alligators in a lake. I think who was really who really was taking to put their life on the line was you guys, because I could be just some nut. I don't know what happened to Jenny and Armando. They went swimming out in the boat.
So
no, you know what? You know what I found out is that the movie Jeepers Creepers, they filmed it in this area.
Yes.
So that's how remote that shit is.
So there's a lake with alligators, right next to you.
No.
Own part of it.
There's a lot of lakes there.
I was about to say, damn. Not only were you.
Yes, you're correct. Yes, you're correct. A few miles down the street, that's where the first one, where the brother and sister were going by the cat lady's house. It's just right up there between Williston and Denellen. Yeah.
See? Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. Don't forget your peepers.
Oh, yeah. That's yeah, me too. I love how they incorporate the song and all, and it's very, very creepy. And yeah, it was one of my favorites, to be honest with you. That and Pumpkinhead. I was a big fan of Pumpkinhead when it first came out.
Ooh, Trick or Treat, right?
Yeah.
Trick or Treat. Yeah.
Was that filmed up there too?
I'm not sure about all that, but I know, like you're saying, that the Jeepers Creepers, that first one, was filmed out here.
Oh.
Hopefully the cat lady's house is still somewhere around here. We'll have to get Joe on that.
I think I did see it. I had looked it up and everything, and I saw somebody had filmed it, so I know it's there.
Yeah, so that's kind of neat.
So Lee, actually, I wanted to touch a little bit back on the con is going to be going for the fourth year in a row this year, but the name's being changed, right? What's the new name for the con this year?
It's going to be in light of the Gilchrist becoming a historical landmark. It's going to be called the Historical Gilchrist County Jail Fall Festival. Going to have the live band again. Going to have, of course, all our supporters like you guys and other groups from around Florida. Going to be present. We're in the planning stage. We're going to have several of our bounce houses out, a slide, a bounce house, and a modular combo, complimentary of a spacewalk of Swanee River. Going to have about 15. I'll keep you updated. But remember last year we had 3 Naked and Afraid cast members doing a meet and greet. Well, that number is going to be pushed up to about 15 or 20 this year. Oh, wow. They really want to support this project. Discovery Channel maybe poking around. Who knows? You never know. But I most certainly want to thank Matt Garland of Naked and Afraid. He's been a real big friend of ours since we went on that cruise in October with him. We've had Tara Short out here at the jail. We've had Matt Garland. We've had Gwen Grimes. They call her Grizzly Gwen on Naked and Afraid. I'm really excited at how they're advertising for us. They're getting behind, not them to be paranormal, but just, into the mysteriousness of it. And they want to know more. I find that very enlightening that people that are on Discovery Channel to probably have thousands of fans that could be doing something anywhere else. They're coming here. So,
Have you had
well,
anybody, any big shows come out there and investigate?
no, I don't hunt them down. You know, I'm not ready. I want to have everything in place, the right insurance, the right credentials. But my wife says I'm desperately looking for fame, but I'm not going to call those bigger shows. You hear nightmare stories about these bigger shows, and I prefer little groups like 305, like War Party, like Kindred, like 727, like Andrew getting it.
I look, I got Debbie shirt here too. I met her because of you.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I was gonna. I had that one in my. I had that one in my hand tonight. I was gonna wear that one, but I wanted to support Mr. Torino. But yeah, that's you guys love the place. So Big Hollywood just wants to come out here with all their money. If they don't get something like, Armando, Jenny, you go to places, especially Miami. Some nights they're not dancing monkeys, they're not actors, they're not on the clock. You'll have a slow night, but can you imagine spending 60, 70K on an investigation to get nothing? It forces them to have to embellish a bit. Yeah. And there's no room for that. So, I wouldn't want to have that on my thing, that much riding on, going to a place and having the spirit that may or may not show up.
No, so I definitely agree.
Yeah, so the small, and that's why we're donation only up here. Gilchrist, and I promise you this on your show tonight, it'll never be like some of these places, and I won't mention any names, that you got to save up for 6 months to come visit. That is not.
That's how it is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It costs a lot to upkeep this place, but if you make it so expensive that you only got a handful of people coming, you want to be able to keep it so all Americans that are interested in the history of this place. Yeah, it's not like I said, it's not money motivated like say Hollywood would be. And I love we film videos here for small and upcoming musicians, B movies, things like that.
Music videos.
I like just getting the jail out there.
Music video film there, correct?
Yeah, it was a music video film out there too.
Yes, it was Kiss and Tell by Dave the Plug and G Money. Got to play police sheriff and rough them up a bit and arrest them here at the Gilchrist. It was fun. It was fun playing a part. But at the end of the day, that video got 12,000 views. So I was able to offer the jail to them at no charge to film that video. And 12,000 people got to see the history, got to see a time capsule of 1928 correctional facility.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So I'm new to this. I know I've heard about it from 305 and I've seen it posted on Instagram. Can you tell me a little bit about the history for anybody that doesn't know?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I can. Like I said, this behind me is the Historical Gilchrist County Jail. It was established in 1928. The cost to build the jail was $11,000 back then. The first sheriff was Sheriff A.D. Fields. A.D. Fields was the sheriff with the first sheriff here from 1928 to 1966. The sheriffs, and I'll name them off, Field and Dozer and Roy Rogers, and one of my personal heroes, Mark Red. He was killed in the line of duty. I won't get into that now, but Sheriff Williams. There was only a handful of sheriffs here, and I want to pay homage to them. But in 1965, the state of Florida, there was so much stuff going on because between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., the sheriffs would leave the inmates here by themselves. Now, 7 of the cells here are 2-man cells, which, you know, you got a pretty good chance when you're in a 2-man cell to keep yourself right. But there was a cell up top, cell 4, that held 6 prisoners, and I couldn't imagine in middle of August being in that cell 6 for any period of time. And people did time here. They did 1, 2, 6 months, year, 2 years. If they only had petty stuff, they did their time here. They didn't go to Rikers. If they were murderers, things like that, they went over to Riker, which is, I believe, 60 miles north east of here. But yeah, 1965, like I said, there was so much stuff going on in 1965. They built the sheriff house back here, which Sheriff Williams only got to spend about several months here before they opened up the new jail.
So how far is he from you guys?
On the cross bend up there. So,
yeah.
5 hours?
5 hours.
Damn. He's like, what? He's like, what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we love this place,
but,
and I do also need to shout out.
And everything we go up there, everything is up there.
We do need to shout out, obviously, 𝗹𝗶𝗀𝗘 and the folks from Spectral Researchers, friends that we met because of Lee.
Yeah.
Another really good friend that we met through Lee, and he's still supporting us. Steve from Kindred Paranormal, Steve and Reese. We love you guys. Thank you for your continued friendship throughout the past couple years.
A couple years, yeah.
And
he bet 305 is not down south. I mean, it's not up north; it's down south. But come through anyways.
Yeah, just whatever. It's your guys, not ours. But we've met a lot of great people because of Lee. Lee's loved in the community, not just his guests at the jail, but us too in the field. We have a lot of love and appreciation for Lee.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that, because like I said, the only thing, if I leave a mark, besides restoring this jail in the paranormal community, it's been how open armed that you all have been to a newbie. I always consider myself a newbie, but I am really a newbie. I've had paranormal experiences all my life, but really didn't start investigating until we bought this jail. And let's face it, I get to do a lot of investigating. And as Armando and Jenny know, we go to a lot of places, Tombstone, McPike Mansion in Illinois, the Limp Ruin in Illinois, the Covington, 12 Oaks in Covington, the Monticello House. The list goes on and on. It's like I'm in a hyper course of paranormal learning from you guys, learning from the greats of War Party. I've got the honor to have this jail, to have you guys interested in me and take me seriously, instead of someone that may be like, who's this old man that wants to mess around? Why and you're into this for reasons of why now, which you guys know the story after our explosion.
So what city
I seen stuff.
What city are you?
What city is
here?
This
jail?
In Trenton. That's Trenton, Florida.
Trenton.
So for anybody that doesn't know, okay.
It's relatively not too far from Tampa, about a 45-minute drive from Tampa, and I would say like a 30-minute drive west from Gainesville, right?
Gainesville, yeah, from Gainesville.
Like a 30-minute drive west. It's not that far from the central Florida area.
Yes.
We're about 100 miles from just about everything up here. Orlando, Jacksonville, Daytona. It's kind of this Williston, Trenton area. It's really convenient there's a lot of places within 100 miles. So it's beautiful up here. I love it.
Oh.
Okay.
And no lake with alligators.
I'm sure Lake Placid is.
There's Lake Placid.
Isn't there that? Yeah, that's somewhere up there.
There was a documentary that came out about it.
That's up there somewhere.
Yeah, well, we have, like I said, we have blue holes out on our property, and we got a couple of resident alligators that you rarely see them, but they're out there, and because we live in the woods. What gets me is the sandhill cranes that are down here. One morning I'm sitting outside drinking coffee, and I hear something, a noise, this call. It sounds like a velociraptor. I mean, loud. I'm like, what in the world is that? It's those sandhill cranes. If you've never heard a sandhill crane, the male trumpeting call, it sounds like something from 65 million years ago.
Wow.
Well, and you never want to trust any body of water in Florida.
Yeah, I
Because
yeah.
there is
It just tripped me out. They're like, they just walk on the sidewalks, don't they, out there?
No, oh, what a beautiful reflection.
That's further south by Armando.
What?
Up here, they're far few.
Oh, okay. I've seen those.
Yeah, they look like they're walking backwards.
There we go. Yeah, it's nothing like down south, but yeah, we've got a few.
Chetty, thank you for that. We appreciate it. Lee, before we get into what I'm excited to talk about, Casper, I actually wanted you to show the police vehicle one more time, and please give me like a history of how you were able to acquire it. Yeah.
My dad loved that car, by the way.
Her dad loved the car. Didn't stop mentioning it for a bit when we came back.
Because he loves cars.
And
there we go.
When we did our the news report with Kiki, we did get a lot of evidence there.
Yes. She loved the car too.
Yeah.
She was all about that car. She would have took it home with her. Added to her.
Oh, wow. Don't you have that one at the police museum?
I love the story on this car.
Yeah, please, Lee, tell the story for the folks that don't know.
And if you can't get too close, don't worry. Back up. Just talk about it.
Like whatever those things are.
James, you know BBQ?
All right. Well.
Yep.
Well, when we first bought the place, we had people looking for different jail-related items. So we decided this would be a museum of some sort. But I got the car. It came out of the Bronx, and in 1947, it was involved in a mob hit, actually, where they killed the two deputies. You see the bullet holes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually from 1947. Those bullet holes where two deputies lost their lives in a mob hit. The car went into impound, got sold off, and got down here to Florida. And as you can see on the hood, it's louvered. They used it for a race car for a while, but they always left the window in because it had a neat backstory. And they figured if it broke out, they would just, replace it. Well, after it was done racing, it went to an old junkyard and was just sitting there. And it came across to me that this was an old police car with these doors, which I'll show you.
Awesome. Watch this.
So we get painted and we get the Gilchrist sign on it, the star on it, and we bring it here to the jail and put it there. I've had people offer me money for it. In fact, the guy that owned the Bonnie and Clyde car, he wanted to buy it, and I'm like, no, that car is never going to leave here. So my wife and I decide we're going to do an investigation on a haunted object, being the car. So we get in the back with a spirit box, and we said, Cheryl asked, so has anybody ever been arrested in this car? Is still in here? And that spirit box lit up with yes, of course, and this and that. And it was kind of funny. We just kind of laughed. But what we really laughed about is we own the car. We instinctively got in the back of it. Without even thinking about it. So that'll... Yeah, I thought you might find that amusing as I.
Yeah. And Joy.
But I'm worried about if I walk into jail, I'm gonna lose I'm gonna lose the connection. So I'll keep going with the interview, and maybe towards the end I'll wander to jail in case we lose connection. We'll just keep so.
Lee, I actually just wanted to
we're-
introduce
like
you
I said,
to Joey.
We're very excited to have you guys supporting us.
Can't hear you.
We really appreciate
Wait, Lee, do I got you now?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I never got a chance to introduce you to Joey. That's Joy's husband. He's
Keep stealing her armrest.
I'm like this. I'll keep looking at him like, can you? So don't mind me, guys.
I completely forgot, and I didn't want to be rude. I didn't get a chance to introduce you guys.
Good evening. For a minute, I thought that was just. I thought you were just a picture, but a picture in the background.
It's a cutout.
It's AI generated.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been looking at you guys, and I thought.
Haunting Angels. Message him on Facebook for all updates.
How much is it to book the jail? That's a good
in the description box.
question. When we do open back up, we ask for a $50 donation, a person, to come in and get to know the jail intimately. So, that'd be the answer to that question.
All right. So, yeah, guys, I know he was cutting off. I believe if things go well, knocking on wood.
Thank you. Yes, I keep all of our followers updated on the Historical Gilchrist County Jail.
Most of it. Yeah.
So September 2025 is when it's looking like best case scenario. We may be back up and running for the Gilchrist. So please, if you guys are interested, DM Lee.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be the best. Yeah, that'd be the best way to get all of me. It would be a 10 really, or just hit up the Historical Guild.
You want to? I don't know if you can tell this anything. Do you want to show us the gathering room and maybe the Casper system?
Okay, here we go.
There?
Yeah, Lee, that's what I wanted to. That was gonna be the meat of the interview. I wanted you to, if possible, if the signals permit.
There we go.
If you can introduce us to Casper.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
If signals permitting, can you go to the gathering room so we can see Casper?
Yes. I think that's doable here.
So he's gonna.
We're waiting for fiber optics now. Fiber optics is coming into Trenton. So before we launch Casper, we're going to get fiber optics, so it's a much clearer picture. But here's the thermal imaging of Casper, which, as you can see, these red spots here. This is part of Casper's system. When it catches a movement or a temperature fluctuation, it logs all the information up into the cloud for us to gather. This we plan on launching as a virtual ghost hunt, so this way when people like 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝘀 come up, we'll be broadcasting out worldwide. Interesting times with this, and like I said, we've caught some pretty interesting stuff on here already. Doors opening and closing, noises. We get all kinds of alerts on this that I haven't even tried to start digging into as of yet.
Oh my God!
Because there's just so much.
Yeah, it'd be so much like it would never stop.
Right, because because right now, like I said, we're tweaking the system, and if a little pinchy bug gets in, it flies across, it sends it up to the cloud. So, you know, we're ironing out the bugs, but when we get the parameters set right, it's actually just going to catch paranormal stuff instead of the guy slamming his door next door, and then it alerts, it pings, and so yeah, we got to work the bugs out because yeah, it's definitely interesting, and like I said, hopefully by when we do open up, that'll also be available at a okay, Yvette. I believe that's how you would say that.
Yeah, Yvette.
Yvette, good. You got to
it's gonna
forgive
be
me.
hard to get some croquetas in Trenton.
You better
Florida.
bring them up for where
So
you at, girl.
yeah.
But if you were riding with us, you would have croquetas and cafecito.
Hey, the croquetas, they're the
Hi.
Cuban protein bar, so they're located all over South
The
Florida.
Cuban protein bar.
Yeah.
Trust me, I lived in Florida long enough to eat plenty of Cuban food, and I lived out in
There's Cuban food up there.
the Southwest, out in the deserts of Arizona and Nevada and all, and had a lot of Spanish friends that, yeah, I kid with them and I go, what do you call someone who can speak 3 languages?
What?
Trilingual. What do you speak when you speak 2 languages? What do they call you?
Bilingual.
Bilingual.
When you speak 1 language, what do they call you? Pinchy gringo.
Pinky. For real. Un gringo.
Yeah, American.
Okay.
I wish I could speak Spanish fluently, but I know more than most.
My microphone wasn't even on.
More than most, a lot less than some, obviously. Spanglish. There you go. I speak really good Spanish. I'm really good at Puerto Rico because I don't know if you guys been to Puerto Rico, but there's a lot of Spanglish going on there.
Yeah. That's true.
It's true.
He's aren't you? You're Puerto Rican. Aren't you?
Like,
Aren't you Puerto Rican? I don't know.
Hey, you. Are you
Hey,
Puerto
we're all finding stuff out about each other tonight. I love Puerto Rico, and I love the fact how spiritual that whole nation is. We went to the 𝗶𝗀𝗀𝘀 factory, and if you're from America, you call it Bacardi, but the actual name is 𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀. I was on the tour, and it got out that we were paranormal investigators from America there. We had people, the employees coming up telling us stories, wanting to know the page, very into the ghosts. And
He's Cuban. Half Cuban.
okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's very, very, very interesting. So
You know what
I just
I
like
love
a
getting
message
from
from
your
your
location?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, Joey.
Joey's
what
gonna
were you
sell
say?
the Google Nest.
No, it doesn't have, it doesn't have to be Google. I was just talking about the mesh Wi-Fi systems. It doesn't have to be Google. It could be any of them, but they work pretty well.
yeah, I've got full bars. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I didn't hook into Casper. I didn't hook into my Starlink here because I had full bars. But yeah, I don't dare move because I got full bars right now, and we seem to be running pretty good.
Yeah. You cannot move. Don't sneeze.
That's
Hold
it. Don't move.
Don't sneeze,
Not
don't-
even an inch.
Yeah.
So Lee, I just refresh my memory because I haven't seen Casper in pretty much half a year now. So Casper, it's the hooked up. So how we saw the monitor there, we had the cameras in every cell in every hallway. So we have camera feed. We have.
Made him move.
No, I just wanted to talk to you. You didn't have to move.
Yes, I moved.
Okay. So we have
I'm sorry.
camera feed. We have temperature, right, which is the heat sensing. We have
Right, temperature.
We have REM as well,
Does it do?
They're working on that. What we're doing is we're working on the K2, and we're working on the we're getting a whatever that's an app or for SLS.
Right.
Oh,
for the
yes,
seat,
that's what it
right.
was.
SLS.
Man, that'd be
So yeah, this way, like you're saying, when you come here and you got your stuff set up, you set a camera up in front of this too, because if you're in one cell, things start alerting in another cell. It's a good way to tie into everything. So But with that said, when we do go online, the jail always stay the same, but the different visitors, the different energies you guys bring, the different tools, it's gonna make for just different experiences for each group, and the people who can't say get here to Florida will be able to see real paranormal investigating and its ups and downs and highs and lows without being embellished, because none of us have anything to gain. It's a non-profit place to try to embellish anything. So yeah, it might be a slow night where you just get a couple EVPs or something, or it could be like when Kiki was here. That was a stellar evening, and I don't even see those that much. I mean, that was one of those special evenings.
Well, if you have some time, we can definitely talk about that night. We can go over some of the evidence, just sharing the evidence with everybody. One of the more impressionable things, what would you say it was?
Well, I wanted to mention real quick before you get it. So like one of my favorite things about the Casper system is, like, say I was in cell number. So there's 8 cells total, 4 downstairs, 4 upstairs, right?
No, 3 downstairs,
3 downstairs, 5 upstairs.
And 5 upstairs. So I was in cell number, I think 6. It's a hallway where I don't like it. It's very, I feel like somebody wants to like.
You must have been upstairs. You must have been upstairs.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of the cell. I think it was 6. And I sat there and I just did a sensory deprivation by myself in the dark. You don't see anything. And they were watching me downstairs from that camera system.
Yeah.
And so I had a camera on me inside of the cell. And every time, like, if I felt something maybe trying to touch me, or if I felt like something move, or I started feeling like somebody was like walking in, coming in that close, and then you'll hear like maybe like a footstep or like some type of like shuffling with the
shuffle.
Like there's like dirt on the floor and stuff. And on the screen that they're looking at downstairs, you can see the temperature kind of like shift or move. It'll get like really dark or get like really light, like blue and stuff like. So it's really cool to like witness that. Yeah, I think I love that.
It really is, like I said.
Yeah, dope. Like amazing.
Because like how Lee's saying, guys, it could be us, it could be us, the Kindred Paranormal, it could be JJ Paranormal, whoever that you want to go and check out. You just tune into Gilchrist's website where they're going to show, and he'll have it. Hey, tune in. JJ Paranormal's investigating this Saturday from 7 to midnight. You can watch from the camera feeds, and you'll be able to hear what's going on because the cameras are going to pick that up. You'll be able to hear any EVPs that they get, anything with the S box. You'll pretty much have access, like if you were watching a television program.
Yeah.
So Casper, when I first saw Casper, I was very, very intrigued with the thought of the future of paranormal investigating. Not only is Casper just what we saw there, the monitor and the key and the computer and whatnot, but he actually has a mobile unit for the Casper as well,
which is so cool.
Yeah. So Casper can go on wheels, and he took Casper when we went to investigate another jail in North Florida called the Hamilton
County Jail, and he took Casper with him,
right? And
he set it up down one hallway where a whole group of cells.
We pointed it out. We pointed it out to the hangman, and you know what? I'm ashamed to say, we pointed it out the window where the hangings went on. I'm ashamed to say that I've let that totally slip by, and I haven't even invested. I haven't even went back. It's in. You know how these laptops are. It's in my laptop. One of these nights, we're gonna have a viewing party of that or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'll be down. But let me tell you, you know how much footage I got in this laptop that I'm working on right now?
It's impossible. You just bite off what you can chew and move on, and then go to the next one. And there.
I think it's like that for everybody in the field.
We're pulling in a lot of data, so.
Yeah.
And it's not like we can easily go look up quantum mechanics and figure out what's really going on yet. So we got to kind of work what we've got,
Yeah.
So a quick story of the Hamilton before we transition and talk about our experiences at the Gilchrist. So how the jails were set up, Lee was teaching us
very good information
that essentially the jails were not too far away from the railroads, the railroad stations. So that way, if they had to transport prisoners from one to another, they're able to do so, being that they're right off of the train station.
So that,
as well,
that train depot that you were talking about earlier, that's in walking distance from the jail. Like, so that's where we had the Paracon there and everything earlier, or the festivals, it's there.
Mm-hmm. And then how you were explaining to us too, the reason why judges are called circuit judges is because they're hired for a certain area of a state, and they used to travel from train station to train station, different towns, to be able to, essentially proceed in court cases. And that's how they used to travel too. So that it was a learning experience. But that also scared the bleep out of me, because how you set up Casper on the second floor, the window was wide open, and I swear to God, it looked like Jason Voorhees was standing in front of the
the way
window.
it looks.
The way how Casper looked, it scared the.
Oh yeah, like the hockey mask. Yeah. That's hilarious. You're on heightened awareness anyway, so you're. Big shout out to the Hamilton County Jail. Definitely would like to see a little more renovation going into it, but it's tough. These places cost a lot of money to upkeep. And
really quick, Yvette said she can't find you, I think, on Facebook. Can I copy paste yours?
The link is in the show box here, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to the description box here under. All right. So when you press more, it says this Sunday shows this in here. His link is right in there.
We appreciate that, because we are only 5 members away. We are 5 members away from 2,300 followers. I think that's great.
Okay, I'm going to join you right now.
Oh, look at that! Oh, we're pushing. Oh,
thank you, Joy.
Thank you, Joy. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Like I said, we're very historical. We're very into the paranormal. Can't help it not to be, but thank you. We really do. We appreciate all of our followers. I try to keep it. I try to do many live from the Historical County Gilchrist Jail.
So
every day.
Joey's going to join too, but he's not social media, but he's going to join anyway. So now you have 3.
Nice. I'm going to see that. Click the 2,300 followers. That's.
Let's see if I.
We got you.
Let's see if I make the.
But the people that they're on the page, it's not that I'm this great ghost hunter or anything, or that I've got any of these great abilities. I think it's the story of us buying a jail, us renovating it, us doing these historical things, us going to different locations and learning from Jenny and Armando and from Scott, from all these other groups we get to go with. It's a pleasure working with people that are into history, instead of being people at our age, per se, and younger, instead of going to a bar, getting, drinking and we're in here laughing, having a good time, trying to find answers to questions with respect to the spirits. And, there's a lot to be saying that.
Look, I think Eric just logged on.
Eric just logged on. Our team leader, one of our team leaders, along with Joe at Paranormal.
I've had a couple of really good investigations with them boys too. Him and Mike 𝗏𝗀𝗀. Yeah, and I'm a huge supporter of 𝗏𝗀𝗀 glasses. I talk about them all the time. I make them available to the people that have come since I've gotten them. Hey, check these out. They only get better every time I use them.
Click on the number.
Yeah, same. We can even attest as to last night.
I think your mind just gets to where I find the more I use them, the quicker things start happening. In fact, the last time I was in here doing 𝗏𝗀𝗀, I had Patrick Cordasco with me, and I had Cheryl with me. I said, "Who just touched my foot?" Now you know me, Jenny. I've only been touched once before. Some touched my foot, and I said, "Somebody bumped my foot." And when I came out, I'm like, "If someone bumped my foot, no one touched my foot. Something grabbed my foot."
So Lee, you just made 23. We told our daughter, and then Yvette said she joined too.
Great.
There you go. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing our friend much love. We appreciate you.
PMB, I have some historical Gilchrist County shirts for you.
There you go.
I actually need one of your shirts. Because I like to have a shirt from every place.
Yeah, I've got the new ones. Good. No, that's I got some new ones. I don't know if you got any of the newer ones where my sister-in-law, if she's watching tonight, I'm going to throw you under the bus. She spelled Gilchrist right on the back, Historical Gilchrist County Jail. And on the front, God bless her, she made me several hundred shirts, or maybe 400 shirts, with the Gilchrist spelled wrong. It's 𝗟𝗓𝗀𝘀.
Well, we do have our good old
my official mug.
A mug.
Nice.
Of the
Next time I see you, it's time for a sweatshirt and a tumbler.
There you go.
Oh man, I'll take a sweatshirt for sure. I had this right in my kitchen window, and I did have a plant in here before, but I never remove it from there. Is what I want to say.
So I have a few more. Don't worry. You can put tomato plants in them.
So Lee, actually, the first time that we met was not at your con. Now that I'm remembering correctly.
No, that's right.
It was in another con where we were asked to speak, and you were asking questions.
Yes, I was. I was new in.
I forget the name of that one, but
that was over. That was over in Cape Canaveral or something. Over there by the Cape Canaveral. It was right over in that area. Over there was a Paracon they were having. But yeah, that's where we met you guys. And I had lots of questions to ask. That's where I met your team. Oh, look at that, Spectral.
We love you, 𝗹𝗶𝗪𝗀.
Debbie, I love you so much.
We do. I'll tell you a story about Debbie, being she's on right now. I was flattered. When we were operational, she gave us a call one particular day, said, who she was and this and that, and that she'd been here before. And she brought like 12 people with her, a couple of her new people she was trying out to be on the team. She knew that the Gilchrist was extremely active and wanted to put them in a real life situation. So I thought I was flattered by that she would come here to interview her new candidates. I thought that was really cool. And I love the fact that the Gilchrist can do that for people.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about the Gilchrist, because again, I know I'm beating this drum again, but because of you, I've gotten to meet these people. And Debbie, I consider her like the same type of love and respect how I had for Scotty.
Yeah, man, she's
up there with her, and
she's like a mama hen too. Yeah. That's the one mark I would like to leave on the paranormal world, if I do anything, is that we really, really, truly stand up for para unity. Yeah. And that's why we love having those festivals, bringing us all together, telling us about the individual places we go to, what we've done all year, what our plans are for the following year, what information we might have data we might have gathered. It's a really cool place where any animosities that might be out there could be put aside for just a day and just enjoy each other's experiences and promote each other. I mean, it's that's the mark I want to leave, because I'm sure Casper is not even my thing. That's my wife's idea. I got the cameras to catch my own evidence. I'll be honest with you. Cheryl is the one that said, hey, if we could be sitting here watching this on our phone from our house in Sarasota at the time, why couldn't people, and Ron watches it from Daytona, why couldn't we have people from all over the planet watching it? And that's what really launched it. So that's her baby. My thing is the power unity. I can't stress that enough. Let's build each other up. Let's not kick each other. Let's not say to newbies, that's a fly or that's dust or in that derogatory way. Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen dust and be like, oh, what's going on there? And make these mistakes. Give them constructive criticism in a positive manner instead of, you know,
it's always, you're always learning. You know, that's
right, always.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if they're so enthused and want to know about the paranormal, I mean, just teach them in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. There's no stupid questions. Don't give a stupid answer. Yeah,
there's no stupid questions, honestly.
A previous guest that we had on, his name is 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗀𝘀, and what he was saying is orbs really do exist in our field. It's just gotten to the point where folks have been ridiculed so much by claiming that things are orbs that they already started dismissing the fact that it could be an orb.
Right.
Instead of educating themselves on learning what an orb is.
I tell you, I had Tina Fleury here one night, and we're watching Casper, and I was making fun of it with the little cursor. I believe that little arrow that floats around, is that called a cursor?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm chasing around an orb with it, and we're laughing. I'm like, yeah, it's probably dust. So I chased it. You know the chairs that I have up in 4, Armando? There's that one that sits in the corner. Well, the little dust orb went under the chair, and I'm like, oh, there, it disappeared. As we're watching it, it morphs up through the middle of that chair. It comes from the bottom through the chair and up and floats around again. I'm like, that's not a bug.
I think you showed me that where something went through the chair.
Through the chair, yeah. Yeah, so that I'm like, that's not a bug. Bugs can't morph through matter. Energy can, though.
Sure could.
You know, and that's
you're right.
That cell that you're talking about, while we were filming there with Kiki, we had something that, I mean, I think all of us needed to change our underwear at one point, but we were filming.
That's true.
And I think I was using dowsing rods at the moment. I don't know what we were asking because somebody had hung themselves in that cell.
Correct.
And we were trying to communicate with maybe that spirit, and the window, if I'm not mistaken, it was at that time. Listen, I know that you say maybe the window was loose. I have yet all the windows there. Like, I've touched the windows there before, and that shit went it slammed down. And it prior to that, like, it seemed like it was pissed. And we were like, and you know, Kiki gets into it. She's like, you know, let us know you're here and stuff like that. And then that happened. I was just like, bitch, I'm done.
Hey, unrelated. You guys,
like, there was I was like, oh my god.
You guys know what loquats are, right?
Yeah.
Look at my tree.
Oh, the fruit. Aren't they fruit? Yeah.
Yes.
This whole property is covered with those loquat trees. I've got like thousands of them all over the place.
Are they yellow or orange?
Yeah, they're an orange color. They're ripe right now. They're actually pretty good. They remind me of a little peach grape. That's what I call them.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. But
yeah.
You know, that one time I was up there, at least for that tree that he's just showing you, even on the property itself, you don't have to be inside the jail. Around, surrounding it, on the outside, in the back there, there's stuff there. I've seen a spirit run at me the one night that Armando was getting oppressed or whatever. I was cleansing him outside, kind of where he's like a couple feet from where Lee's standing right now. And in that direction, right where you're at, like right there, I was cleansing him. So those loquat trees are right behind me on that end. And I turned for some reason, and I see like somebody charging at me and then like dissipate. Like, I think it was mad at what I was doing. I was cleansing him.
Right.
And I just I turned and I just kept doing what I was doing. That I didn't notice until after I had my hair braided. That braid on this side where that spirit was coming up was totally It was done, undone, and I didn't even feel it. And I'm like,
I remember that.
My hair was like this, and I was like, what? Like, it was insane. I've had a disembodied voice talk to me in my ear behind there, and I was telling Lee the last time, I was like, do you know if there's any bodies buried there? And I kept aiming at the tree area. So then we've come to find out there was a little story on that, and possibly there are bodies
in that tree line there.
Under that.
Oh wow.
So the story goes, the locals that picked the fruit off of the tree, they say that 3 of the trees, 2 of them bear bitter fruit and 1 bears sweet fruit.
No, the other way around. 2 sweet, 1 bitter, right? He
I don't know what I just picked. What I just picked is really good.
He's like, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, they're really good. These I hate to end it on that note, but my phone is about to go dead. I just want to thank you guys and plan to be here October 26th.
Well, it's my birthday.
All right. We'll put you on the calendar.
So, folks,
put it on the calendar.
We'll stick around a little bit more just to share a couple more experiences that we had at the Gilchrist. But please, if you can, Jenny posted on the description box where you can find Lee if you're interested in catching up on the Gilchrist and you want to possibly investigate there in the future. He's showing you the mannequins that he has inside. We love this place so much, we tagged our names on the wall. So if you go in there, you will see 305 Paranormal, War Party Paranormal, Kindred Paranormal.
Yeah, everybody has a little piece.
We are the first ones on there. We have our sticker on there too. Bam, right there.
Hey.
We're forever.
That's old school.
Part of the Gilchrist. That's one of our homes away from home.
I'm so happy to be.
Well, we've been letting people sign all over the place. Here's one here.
Yeah.
Awesome. And yeah, guys, please tag it up, man. It would be cool to see like you guys. Hey,
Patrick.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
You guys doing all right?
Everything good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And yourself?
Good.
Henry's gonna grab himself a milkshake.
Yeah. And a fry. I told him about that, so.
Oh no, yeah, he's got
nothing.
He's on the red right now.
So you guys has the jail been active for you lately, or how's it been with you guys?
Well, a few times I've been here with Henry and his wife. They pretty much tell me to leave in so many words. Well, it's just a lot of adjectives telling me to leave.
I had a spirit named Lexi tell me I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. And I remember that night, Patrick?
Yes.
I actually got in an argument with a small, probably 12-year-old girl named Lexi. She's like, you always tell the wrong stories. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, well, enlighten me then. I mean, I've only got so much information. That's why I do these investigations. Tell me what I'm getting wrong. But, she more or less called me an idiot. So that's always enlightening when you have spirits call you an idiot, don't know what you're talking about. That brings me a lot of solace.
Look, spirit doesn't care. They're going to correct you. They don't give a shit.
Oh, that's true. It's true. Matter of fact, when Cheryl and I went in one of the downstairs cells, she asked the spirits in the cell, do you want Patrick here? And I was like, no. Do you like Patrick? And one said, F no, he has to leave.
Oh, wow.
And I said, yeah.
When you're getting out of the spirit box, you know that's not the radio.
Yeah, that was a spirit box. It was not a radio. That was a spirit box. And I tried to make amends, and then somebody shushed me and told me to leave. But that's okay. They've been telling me to leave for 20 years, so I'm good with that.
And you're not going nowhere. You've been there locally forever. So
Well, he's a permanent fixture here.
Yeah,
He'll
working.
probably get buried here too, like me and my father. Here, my father's ashes are right here. This is how morbid I am. My father's ashes.
It's fucking
Dash.
boring now.
Are in that box.
Oh, it's breaking up. It's pretty bad in there.
We may be losing Lee.
Hold on.
Let's see if he does come back. Oh, wait. Oh,
Never know.
It's coming up.
There we are. You're back.
oh, we got
We
you
lost
back.
you for a second.
Lord knows I put my heart and spirit. I've got to be, even if I'm not here as a spirit per se, because I'm going to be on a Puerto Rican beach somewhere. That's where I'm going to haunt. I'm sure I'm leaving some kind of impression. Residual. My residual energy will live on at this jail. That's for sure. I put too much time, my blood, my sweat, my tears, my anger, my sorrow, my joy. It is experience. It's pulling every bit of energy and every emotion I have. So I know I'm leaving a residual energy here. I know it.
Well, our only hope is that your joy is there, and we're able to bring our joy from California to come and investigate the Gilchrist County
I hope
Jail.
one day. I hope.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
We've had visitors. We've had visitors from California before. We've got some people in the UK. Alex Lovelock, he can't fly, but he'd love to come here one day. A big shout out to Alex Lovelock over in the UK, big follower. Ann Grauer, another big follower out of UK. We're actually pretty famous in the UK, not so much in the United States. We got quite the following in the UK, but that makes sense. They're very into the paranormal over in London, over in the UK. So I one day hope to come to you live from Aleister Crowley's house or something, an old castle or something in Ireland or something. One of these days, Henry Lee is going to do a worldwide investigation. I'd like to put the Gaza Strip there with the pyramids. That's one of my things too. I'd love to one day. I don't want to go to King Tut's tomb. I want to go to someone who has been forgotten about, like an old World War I veteran or something, old spirit. I want to talk to one of those, and of course, I'd have to have a translator because I don't speak Egyptian. So, but that would be very interesting to do a worldwide investigation.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I wish. If I win the lotto, I'll take you with me.
There you
Right.
go.
I'll do it. I'll try to be quiet, unlike Hamilton, to where I don't step on people's investigation because I'm so green. So I'm getting better at that. Let's put it that way. I get too excited. I'm way too excited on these investigations, and you've seen how I've rattled on and on and on and on. It's hard to show. I'm one of them ones. If Scotty Burns was the cooler, I'm the talker.
For real.
And the whistler too, because I do have a mimic here at the jail that's quite fond of me, and we've caught live one particular evening with some investigators. They said, "What are you whistling?" I'm like, "Who's whistling? It sounds just like when I whistle." And yeah, we have a mimic here, and it's kind of funny when it's not a doppelganger. It's just a mimic.
Yeah, we did get that. We picked that up ourselves too.
Yeah,
We were
there is
in
a
cell
mimic
block
here.
7 and 8.
Yeah, but you get a lot of residual there. Like, so we've left to go eat at shout out to 𝗶𝗶𝘀𝗀.
bbq's.
Kindred Paranormal.
That's what he was talking about in the pajamas.
So
That place is older than this place.
yeah, and you can investigate that place too. That might be in the works. We'll see.
Let's see.
We've left the recorder going on, and when we came back from eating, when we listened back to the recording, it's just screaming, and you can tell it's like maybe a police officer like talking to the inmates and like fighting with them. Slow down, shut up, or the people screaming, "Get me out of here!" It sounds like literally like if it was the jail at 3 a.m. in the morning, like just chaos.
Like a
We were
full
hearing
jail,
the
like
doors,
Insane, man.
the cell doors slam. We
Slam
heard,
shut, like
but
everything.
those things are heavy.
Yeah,
And
like
they were all
No, they're not
open.
moving. It's
like David
rusted, it's
Alcorn.
heavy.
Yeah, David Alcorn at 727 one night left his static cameras running one night. We picked him up in the morning because we have to leave at a certain time. He had called me back from his house and he's like, "Did you go back to the jail? Did someone break in? There was slamming doors and you could hear. We were going over it sounded like someone flopping down on one of the metal beds, footsteps, like you're saying, door closes. More goes on after you leave, and that's what's got me excited about the Casper project. To where when these paranormal investigators leave at a certain time, the spirits get all like antsy, and that's when I expect to catch a lot of EVPs, a lot of them on phantom noises. Like I said, it's going to be exciting times moving forward here at the Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Oh, Kindred, real quick, says 𝗹𝗶𝘀𝗀 was Trenton's old boarding house.
Wow.
That is correct. It was right there on the train tracks, and that's why it is so active. This whole area, I think Kindred would agree that it's even off the jail premises, like that old train station park over there. It's so active. This whole town has so much spiritual activity going on. But look at its history. You know, back from the Civil War, back from the Seminole Wars, back from when they were fighting the 𝗵𝗂𝗲 down there at Williston. There's a lot of old history here that goes way predates the jail. Way predates America.
Yeah.
So
every time you're there, do you get activity? Do you experience something?
Like we were talking about earlier, some days like today, I didn't bring any tools with me because I keep them at home because my house is active too.
Right.
But it has highs and lows like our own lives. I mean, they're just us in our spiritual form, in our energy form. There's highs and lows. Some nights they're going to be active and some nights not so much. And I'm on a different mode tonight, just talking with you guys. I haven't even really felt anything this evening, but I'm not really looking for it either. But let me try to walk you into jail because I'm about ready to go out anyway on my power. Well, let's walk through. Say thank you to Patrick for coming out tonight.
Y'all take care.
The future face of Gilchrist.
Good seeing you.
Lee, if we lose you while you're showing us, thank you for coming on the show. We really appreciate you, and it was nice meeting you.
Oh, I appreciate you guys. Let me grab a light here, and I'll show you the table that 𝗍𝗍.
Got it?
Yeah, that 𝗍𝗍 donated to us. This is a first piece that was donated to us came from the 𝗍𝗍 house. It's a 1950 examination table. It's found a home here at the Gilchrist.
That's
here, let's walk into the. Yeah, isn't it though?
Yeah, that wasn't there last time we were there. That's awesome.
No, yeah, he just got it.
Just put it in today. This was donated from 𝗍𝗍. They're big supporters of ours. We actually have a brick of the out there as well. We're huge supporters. But here's our little museum. Doesn't have a lot in it yet, mind you, but we've got stuff from Rikers and we got stuff from Alcatraz.
Wow.
And we've got all kinds of old handcuffs and different locks from different time periods, and of course different serial killers. That some of them were right here in Florida. We know this guy, Theodore Robert Bundy. He stomped around these parts years back. Arlene Warnos over in Daytona. But yeah, we're here's an old picture of the Cedar Key Railroad back in its day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that.
But yeah, that's we're just trying to. Here's an old switchboard, so we're doing what we do. But thank you so much for having me again.
Turn around, freak me out. I was like, oh God.
You just whoop around.
Yeah, well, that whoop around got me.
But thanks for having me tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lee.
And
Thank you for being on.
Coming to you live from the Historical Gilchrist County Jail, signing out. I'll be talking to you guys real soon, 305, and we'll have our event again.
Yes.
Can't wait.
We'll do. Thank you, Lee.
Good night. Have a good night.
Bye.
Night, Lee. All right,
Yeah, guys. So that's Lee, and I hope you enjoyed him as much as we've enjoyed being friends with him for the past few years now. Again, the description, you'll be able to find him there. We've had a lot of experiences there, so the Gilchrist will not let you down. And check it out in Casper if you're not able to investigate the location.
whenever he has it up, yeah.
Whenever he gets it up, but it's looking like September of 2025 is when he's going to be able to have it fully permitted and recognized by the town to be able to open up for investigations.
And Joy, I know, is getting ready to go somewhere tonight. Like
Here we are.
To sleep.
Oh. That's me.
My stomach's growling.
She's doing a club bed.
And you're going to Club Haunted.
Dude, I had to freaking keep muting the microphone because my stomach is like growling. I'm like,
Can you want? Is it a surprise where you're going, or do you want? Can you say?
yeah, we're going to a haunted theater here in close to us, not too far, like 40 minutes away. So I'm super excited. I've always wanted to investigate a theater. So the only downside is they're planning to knock down the theater within the year. So I'm glad we got in. So it'll be our first time there, and I'm super excited.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, Joy, you have a video coming out on Tuesday.
I do.
Right?
No, she put one up.
Oh, it's already up.
Oh, it's already up.
The
Sorry.
Kellogg House. Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I thought there was
I think the
something
part
else.
2.
Okay, no, I apologize. There's a part 2.
I
That was
do.
it.
The part 2 of the part 2 is out.
Yeah, we caught some
Right. So,
amazing
yeah,
and
she threw that this week.
action. It was crazy.
So
Yes.
cool. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
our previous guest Corey was on it, so please
Yeah,
watch it. Show
Corey's
love
awesome.
to Corey,
Yeah.
Joy, and Joey.
Thank
Show
you.
love to them. Give them
Kindred,
love.
we gotta wrap up because Joy is gonna go lead to an investigation right now. So we'll do
Yeah.
that next time.
I will give you guys the story of my oppression from the Gilchrist County,
Later.
but that
Is it long? What do you can
Yes,
go?
it's very long
it's,
and very
it's,
dramatic.
it's long.
I ain't got time.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
You know what? We may do it. We may do it when we're actually live from the location. I don't know. Let's see
That'd be
what
really
happens.
cool if
You
we
know
could
what?
like do a live.
Everybody can go to Kindred Paranormal's YouTube page and watch the whole damn video on there.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
You,
Yeah.
you can see Armando's face
No, probably
more
not.
in live.
Probably not cheating.
My eyes weren't my eyes anymore. They were all black, especially all these white parts here. It was all black. And I didn't recognize what happened.
Chidi said, "Are you going live?"
Yeah, probably not. If I do, it'll be like last minute type thing. But he hates when I go live. It's his fault.
I don't like sometimes lives at investigations because it like
Right, because it takes away
down.
from
It takes away from
it takes away from being there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard to
Yeah.
record a video and then be live at the same time. Yeah.
No, I totally get it. Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
So before
go ahead.
we go, we have our guest for next week.
So we have okay, you want me to do this? We have Chastity. Might know her on Instagram as Luminary Luna Beams. I'm sorry. She
Tongue
does
twister.
astrology. She is a medium and she has done my astrology chart. And she is super awesome, very knowledgeable in spirit clearing also. So we'll be talking to her. I'm excited.
But until then, guys,
Thank
have
you,
a great
Jay.
week.
We
Joy,
appreciate you
Joey,
guys always
have a
showing love.
kick-ass investigation.
Thank you guys for all being here. Joy and Joy, be safe, have fun.
It's freaking pouring. It was like
Give
downpouring
me
right now.
what happens, okay?
I hope
you
I
gotta
hope the
go.
rain makes it like, they
Oh,
say
it's
it
gonna
rained.
storm?
No, it did rain. It did rain.
It was like
Oh.
pouring. I was like,
It's
oh shit, we
nice.
gotta drive in this
Energies
shit.
might be ramped up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Hoping the best for you guys, and you owe us cheese, okay?
Cheese.
And for my Latinos
Like,
out there,
oh.
cheese man,
She's like, give us whatever happened.
the
Just-
details,
Oh.
the
cheese.
the cheese. Give
Latino.
us the cheese man.
Give it. Come on, Joy.
Hey, we've been at this together for
Oh.
4.5 months. Yeah, you're starting. You need to pick up this Miami lingo.
The Miami, the
You're
Spanish,
like
the
in
Spanglish,
New York and Miami,
the
like right-
Gringo lingo. That's what I call it. The Gringo
Yeah,
lingo.
no,
Yeah.
but cheese. He said cheese without the man.
I think because we're hungry. We're hungry. Maybe we're hungry.
So I was like, he owes us cheese. I'm like, wait, cheese?
I know. I was like,
You're
what?
like, damn, that sounds
I'm
good.
over here, a white girl, like, what?
Shit, I'll eat some cheese.
Well, on that, folks, that note, guys,
Yeah.
have a good week.
Have a good
Yeah.
week.
Thank you
Have a
guys
good
again for
weekend.
joining. We appreciate all of you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.